Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your holiday here. And honestly, what's better than some free vehicles in GTA Online to kick things off today? Last week, I covered the free salvage yard robbery claimable vehicle, the Vapid Click with the Merry Christmas livery, but also during this Christmas event, Rockstar has given us two more solid free cars that are actually perfect for driving around in the snow, both right now during the Christmas event and even beyond it. And I'll be honest, there's been so much content to get through this week that I haven't had a chance to properly sneak in a review of these free cars like I try to do every single week when we have them, but better late than never, right? So let's fix that right now. Today, we're breaking down the LS Car Meet Prize Ride as well as the podium vehicle and talking about how they perform, what they're best at, and whether they're actually worth picking up and adding to your garage, especially with snow on the ground. So thank you so much for tuning back in, and let's get started. First up, the Pfister Comet Safari is this week's LS Car Meet Prize Ride, and it comes wrapped in the limited time trees camo livery, which already makes it a great seasonal pickup. Performance-wise, the Comet Safari delivers a really balanced driving experience overall. It borrows traits from both the Comet Retro Custom as well as the Brawler, which, well, you know, the Brawler isn't good, unfortunately, but it does prioritize control and stability over outright top speed, which actually makes it shine off-road and in rally-style races. The suspension handles bumps really well, uneven terrain and snow far better than most sports-based vehicles, letting you stay planted to the road where other cars are going to struggle, and it's competitive with off-road capable race cars like the Omnis as well as the Tropos Rally if you've driven those, especially on very technical tracks, but the Comet Safari definitely is not a straight-line monster. One thing to watch out for is the lifted suspension, because hard impacts or any large bump is actually going to increase the risk of you rolling over, so be smooth driving this car, be controllable, and that's the key to getting the most out of it and enjoying it. So obviously this is the Pfister Comet Safari, and you're probably thinking, well, that doesn't look like the LS Car Meet Prize Ride version, right? And you were correct, because this isn't the one I'm using. This one that I'm using right here is the claimable salvage yard one from last Christmas, I believe. So it came with the snowflake livery. I forget what vehicle robbery. Obviously I added performance upgrades, but I kept the rest of the vehicle stock, added the spoiler, red and white paint job. I don't even think I adjusted that. I changed the off-road wheels to just like the custom tires for the extra, you know, all-terrain radial and atomic lettering on the sidewall. I want to make this thing look beefy, and these custom off-road tires definitely make it so. Now, that being said, the performance of this is exactly the same as the LS Car Meet Prize Ride one. As long as you claim that one or you have this one from last year, you can go to Los Santos Customs. You can select any liveries from the Festive Surprise 2017 update that features the snowflake livery, the Christmas tree one, which is the LS Car Meet Prize Ride one. You can get the candy cane livery. You have a bunch of different options. The other thing I wanted to mention before we talk about the performance, because obviously you're thinking, off-road centered vehicle can't be that good on the track. You're absolutely wrong. This thing is a beast. But before we jump into that, one thing you need to do when you drive this car, you need to go into your settings and then go to camera. And I actually play on low camera angle. I just prefer the way it looks. I know high gives you better visibility, etc. I don't like it. I actually drive worse with it, despite having better visibility, because the camera influences my driving more so than just if I have better visibility in the first place. But with this vehicle, you have to set it to high. If you keep it on low, you're essentially going to be looking like this while you're driving the whole time. So it's really dumb. It's just the way it is. I wish Rockstar would adjust that or just do something to it, but so far they haven't. Anyways, what we're going to be doing is setting my timer, and we are going to, of course, be going around my racetrack here in 3, 2, 1. Absolutely no wheel spin. Right off the line, crazy good acceleration. And again, for anyone who doesn't watch these videos typically, they just tuned into the channel and they're wondering, okay, like what kind of rudimentary test are you doing? That's all I'm interested in doing. I'm not interested in doing the most scientific testing possible. I'm just here to showcase what these vehicles are like driving around, seeing what the handling's like, braking, acceleration, top speed. And also, I don't have a closed race course. I need the traffic because, you know, this isn't necessarily a race car. It's a cool little rally car if you want. But I'm just here to show what it's like being an owner of this vehicle, customizing it, driving it, and if the performance is actually good while you're just driving around the map, grinding money, whatever you're doing. I mean, if you want to use it for racing, go for it. This thing is fast though. You'd think, I mean, obviously it's an older Porsche, which is cool. It's going to be fast in some capacity, right? But you'd think that with the off-road tires, you just wouldn't get that grip anymore because big knobbies are not conducive to full sending around corners on a racetrack like this. And let me tell you, this is impressive. It feels fast. That red line, ooh, man, it sounds good. We gotta, ooh, the braking's actually not bad. I just gotta get used to this car. This is the first time I'm driving it since I claimed it last year at the salvage yard, actually. Anytime we get this vehicle, though, like, this is a great car for the snow. When you guys are watching this video, there's already gonna be snow on the ground, but I figured there's no way I can race vehicles in the snow because that's not gonna give you an accurate portrayal of what the vehicle's like handling and performance-wise because it's in the snow, right? And we don't have snow year-round. We just have dry tarmac. So I want to drive it here, but I want to show you some gameplay of this vehicle in the snow later, perhaps. Maybe we'll do it after the next one we talk about. But so far, I gotta say, the performance of the Pfister Comet Safari is legendary. Actually, it's about to start raining, which is great. It's going to be an unfair performance compared to the next one because it's not going to be raining for that. But funny enough, the rain actually is going to cause you the same amount of tire slippage and just loss of traction that snow would. It's the same programming on Rockstar's end. So I guess we'll get a sneak peek of it here. I just don't want the... Oh no! Ooh, good momentum carry. I mean, the car stayed still. Bowled through. It slowed down, of course, but it didn't, you know, get shoved out of the way. It just slowed down. So you were able to pick up speed really fast. I gotta say, man, this vehicle is quick. It's mean. It sounds good. It looks great. Oh, 2 crashes. Not my best performance. And we're at the end of the track, so I don't want to restart. But either way, we're gonna finish this. If I didn't crash into those 2 cars, we'd still set a really good time. That was 2 minutes 44, just under 2 minutes 45 seconds. So we probably would have gotten, what, a 2 minute 41, maybe 2 minute 40 second pace without the crashing. A little bit of rain at the end of the track, but we didn't lose that much traction. This car handles really well in the rain, which guess what? Handles really well in the snow. So anyways, I want to jump into the other car, but we definitely got to get some snow gameplay for this because this is a Christmas vehicle after all, either with the trees camo livery for the LS Carmi prize ride, or of course, you know, you're using the candy cane livery or even the snowflake livery, like I am as well. Next up is the Bollokan Envisage, and this is this week's casino podium vehicle. It's a rear-wheel drive electric sports car that focuses on smoothness and consistency rather than just raw launch speed, something you're gonna see coming up. Acceleration is pretty linear and predictable. It doesn't explode off the line like other top-tier sports cars. The Envisage really shines in the high-speed stability though. With a proper spoiler and downforce upgrades, this car feels extremely confident when you take corners or sweeping turns and you're moving really fast. Braking is solid and very easy to control. You can have basically super late braking without unsettling this vehicle, which is nice. That makes it very comfortable on a track where there's a lot of turns that you need to slow down for. And even though this is a heavier EV, it still is very rewarding. You can get some good clean racing lines, and if you're gentle with the throttle input, you'll be just fine. Aggressive driving is going to upset this car in a sense, and it could cost you time in a race, but besides that, overall, this vehicle is best suited for players out there who value something consistent and precise over something with just maximum straight line speed for an electric vehicle. I had to really give it some thought with this vehicle. I was thinking, do I want to wait for the daytime to show off? I forget if this is, I think I have Mariner Blue primary, and then I just have a bright red secondary because I love the grille, the way it matches like the back. I don't even know, it's not supposed to be the battery. I don't know what that is in the trunk, but then you also have, you know, the red seatbelts on the racing bucket seats, all that, you know, little dial on the steering wheel that shows you when it's in like the straight upright position. Anyways, I had to bring it at nighttime and drive this vehicle because it looks so futuristic. It looks sick. It really is like just the futuristic version of a DeLorean, and I love it. Anyways, we're gonna get started with this racetrack, but I will tell you that this car, when I was driving it here, because I used it when it came out with the Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC, and then I haven't touched it since, and I'm driving it again today, and I gotta be honest, it grows on you. This is an amazing looking car, super fun to drive, really does not pick up that fast acceleration wise or feel like it has that high of a top speed, but it's just fun. It's good old GTA fun of driving a car that you actually like. So let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. A little bit of wheel spin, and you could see, I mean, wow, especially going up the hill too, it's like this sluggish whine just to go. This vehicle doesn't feel heavy, and that's why the acceleration's bad. It just doesn't feel like it accelerates well, and honestly, now that I'm going downhill, the top speed seems just fine for an electric vehicle. The braking is superb. This thing stops on a dime. The handling, everything just feels... okay, let me break it down this way, because top speed, I'm not too nitpicky on. Braking, obviously, I think is good. Acceleration, I feel like could be better. Handling, it's not bad. It has great grip. It just feels almost floaty in a sense. Like, it just feels slightly delayed from when you're moving the thumbstick. And if you are a keyboard and mouse GTA player, let me know what it's like driving this vehicle on KBM. I feel like this is just a very... I don't know how to say it. It's just clean. It's just simple. It's good, you know? Nothing superb, nothing that's like, wow, this is the best vehicle in the absolute entire game. I don't need to drive anything else. But just quality, man. That's all I have to compare it to. It just feels good to actually drive. I'm just kind of soaking it in, because I will be honest, this is the most I've used it ever. You know, when I bought the vehicle, when it came out in the DLC update, I drove it for 30 seconds for that video just to show it, because it was part of the new content for the week. I'd never made a dedicated video on it. Look at that slide, too. Whoa, look at that, man. Even when you... Like, I wasn't trying to drift right there. But then I just kind of committed to it, and it was great. And then finally the back end kicked out, but it was nothing I couldn't correct and bring back under control. This car just feels... Okay, there's a little bit of slippage that I didn't intend, but that's also just kind of the angle I was taking that turn at and the elevation change. And no car in this game really is good when you do that. It seems like when you crest a hill, this thing can just speed up, though. It's very strange. Like, the tires hook up more. Maybe it's a little bit loose than the tires hook up, so you notice that acceleration difference. I don't know. There's just something about this car that's charming. I don't know how to explain it. I probably sound very bizarre giving this voiceover and giving this commentary, but, you know, that's what these videos are about. Just giving my thoughts of while I'm driving the car. And this is a unique one because it's not one that I really have driven at all. Some vehicles I don't drive that much. And so, you know, when I use them in the video, they surprise me because they're not what I remember, or it's something brand new. And this is definitely more along the lines of something brand new. And I love the look of it. I really do love the look. If this thing had Virtue Performance, it would be great. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. Not Virtue Performance. Virtue, Ocelot Virtue Imani Tech. So missile lock-on jammer, you know, armor plating, stuff like that. This would be a sweet EV to have, like, some Imani Tech upgrades. Not if it was, I mean, if it was as fast as the Virtue, that would be insane. I love this thing. Like, or even if this, if we could compare it to, like, the Omnis EGT, this thing feels faster. So if I had the explosive resistance and even bulletproof windows, like, this would be a great vehicle to use for missions, man. It's just quality. That's all I can say about it. It's quality, feels good to drive. I don't know what the performance of this thing is going to be like in the snow, but that's only for a week anyway, so I feel like for the sake of this video, it just didn't make sense to showcase these vehicles in the snow, right? Because it's only for a limited time, you know? Sure, this week it applies to you and it's relevant, but then the snow goes away and then the video will be outdated because I'm comparing the vehicles in a weather cycle that doesn't technically exist year-round in-game. You know, it just seems kind of weird. But anyways, Bollokan Envisage, a really sweet car. Definitely, if you can win off the podium, it's worth it, man. So I think with all that said, we are going to wrap things up right here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did go on to enjoy it and you found the vehicle information helpful and informative, well, of course, consider leaving a like on the video. It helps me out a lot. And also consider subscribing to the YouTube channel if you guys are new and you want daily GTA Online video content just like this. I have tons of videos planned. January is going to be a very busy month. December was already busy with the DLC and all the grinding, but we got even more stuff in the pipeline. So again, thank you so much for watching. Also check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardous HDTV for more GTA Online money grinding live streams as well. It's the GTA 6 waiting room over on there. And I post daily YouTube shorts, TikToks, as well as Instagram Reels for, you know, some variety and diversity in my short form content here as well. So have a fantastic day, enjoy the snow, and enjoy this vehicle. I'll see you guys in the next one.